11 podcast.
Shit. Guess who's been Zach? Yeah.
America.
Welcome to the Weekly Dogs Sports Man Podcast Show. It's your boy back on Scott the Man Russell.
And I'm East Selling I'm at Taylor Street.
And man, we in the mix right now, man. It's the spaceship is flying. E, we back, baby. Another episode. Oh, yeah.
Almost in 100 episodes, so we'll be there soon.
Yeah, it's coming along, man. We moving through the summer pretty slight, man. We got a lot going now. Shout out to everybody who support the orchestration and bought purchase tickets to the Sky Game, man. We gonna turn that Sky Game up on the 14th. Our girl won Player of the Month, so we gonna get it more into it. And our hoops, cause you know we love that basketball thing, the WNBA, you feel me? So just want to shout out to everybody who showed us support and love for the Sky Game. And guess what? For the love and support, we got another game on July 24th. We running it back. So if you missed out on your chance for tickets on the 14th, we running it back on the 24th. We got sauce tickets. We posting them all online. You know what I mean? We mostly on Facebook with it, Instagram with it. So check us out. You want to get with us? Hit the inbox. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got another new sponsor kicking in and chipping in. First class. That's the only class that matters. At the end of the day, shout out to my homie Chris and First Class Limousine Service. So we gotta shout them out. Yeah, look at that right here. Gotta shout them out. And guess what? Y'all wanna rock with us, really rock with us, party with us, tailgate with us, and enjoy the whole Sky Game experience the right way. That's what's gonna be doing our show, First Class. So we come with crazy sponsors. We build it every week, on top of week. And I'm just happy to be a part of the orchestration of the process. And show today, E, what we got going on, man.
Man, you know we gotta talk about our crosstalk.
Crosstalk.
Those White Sox, those Cubs. I just love this moment, you know. And we also, man, we're gonna kick it in with the Metaverse. We gotta talk a little bit about the Metaverse, what we've been doing this week, with losers and winners, you know, what's been going on as far as the Metaverse is concerned.
Yeah, definitely Metaverse.
Yeah, you know, it's a free agency. It's free agency in the NBA right now, and there's been a lot going on. You know, matter of fact, we might as well get into that right now.
The moves and shakers, I don't like how they disrespect the Bulls, man. I don't like how Chicago radio disrespecting the Bulls. I don't like how the media disrespecting the Bulls right now, because we ain't did none in the trade talks. But I got a question you about the trade, though. Who had the most impactful trade so far? For a free agent signing this far? What team you think?
By hands down, it has to be the Houston Rockets, and I'm gonna give them kudos because they got the golden piece. They got KD, you know what I'm saying? That was a trade. He demanded a trade. It seemed like KD been dictating where he want to go since he been in the league. Since he left OKC, he been dictating his terms. So for me, Houston pretty much won the trade because not only did they get KD, they also picked up that big man, Quentin Capella.
Oh, Capella. He back. He was in Houston, went to Atlanta, came back to Houston.
Yeah, they picked up. They picked up a couple of other steals also. Besides, I know Quentin Capella was one of them. But another team that to me did a great job too. I'm gonna say the Denver Nuggets. You know, Denver Nuggets for getting rid of Porter Jr. You know, get rid of him and get another light skinned nigga. I'm sorry, light skinned ninja. You know,
look at him.
Cam Johnson. You know, you got Cam Johnson for Otto Porter. It was nice. I guess they got a second round pick too. With that situation, but Cam Johnson is a better defensive player than Otto Porter was, and Otto Porter acted like he was scared at the end of the day. You know, those last game 6, game 7, he didn't show up. So I'm liking what Denver is doing, and they also picked up Valanciunas too to back up Joker. So they looking good, and they run back Bruce Brown.
They brought Bruce Brown back?
Bruce Brown. So
okay.
I'm liking what they did.
What about, is my homie still there? Russ still there?
Russ he's still a free agent.
Damn, Russ is still
free agent. You know, he ain't really get picked up by nobody yet. I don't know if he's going to come back to the Clippers. I'm thinking he's going to I think he's going to come back to the Clippers. Right now, everything is, he might still be looking for more money right now, seeing what's up, but don't think he'll get nothing past the veteran minimum.
Okay.
You know? But to be honest with you, this free agent, this was the worst free agent I've seen because that was a trade pretty much. But as far as free agents concerned, there was a lot of bums out here. There was a lot of role players. There was a lot of role players in the free agent. That's why I saw dry. I feel like the most the highly marketed free agent was DeAndre Ayton. And shout out to DeAndre Ayton. He went to the Lakers. Today.
Lakers retooled.
The Lakers just finally got a big man. But other than that, Miles Turner, he was a free agent. Indiana, I don't know what y'all was thinking, but y'all just got rid of Miles Turner. He went to Milwaukee. Milwaukee trying to save their, they trying to save Giannis from not leaving. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's at least a nice little save. And then shout out to Damian Lillard, man. You know, they waived Damian Lillard. They waived this $113 million, and now he's getting $22.4 million for the next 5 years.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is that it happened on Bobby Bonita Day. You know what I mean? That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing about it. They waived the man on Bobby Bonita Day. You know, so shout out to Bobby Bonita and the Mets for just spearheading this type of arrangement in professional sports, man. We got the FIBA classes going on, man. Adobo and Olivia Miles, they back playing together. Same backcourt, United States. This might be the last time we see that trio. And Camila Cardoso, she been killing it with the Brazil team. They been showing out, man. It's been a lot going on in the sports world, man. So, man, it's nuts, Joe. It's nuts. I want to talk about the baseball, ready to get to the W. We got a new Commissioner's Cup champions.
The Commissioner's champions. Shout out to the Indiana Fever.
Indiana Fever without the girl CC. It's a lot going on. Cubs, they've been playing 50-50 balls. Sox been playing 50-50 balls. We've been beating up on some real contenders. We 5-5 on our last game. I'm ready to get to this crosstalk to see what you got to say about these Cubs go.
Hey. So please make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share for this content, man. We on the road. Ready to get the spaceship going, Joe?
Get the spaceship going, man.
Yeah.
What is it? Crosstalks.
Crosstalks, other side of the break.
Yes, sir.
It's been fun. We'll see you on the other side. Crosstalk.
Now I know I'm not the only one that's hungry, and not just for one thing, but I like to mix it up. That's why it's Italian Fiesta Pizzeria for me. That's 15425 Cottage Grove in Dalton. Not only are the lunch specials a hit, with a slice and a pop between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily, but check this out. They have a jerk pizza with the sauce from Jerk Villa. 2 South Side of Chicago traditions all on a pizza. Listen, they sell Italian beefs, Italian combos, baked mozzarella, lasagna, catfish, perch, wings, and boneless wings. 15425 Cottage Grove in Dalton. Make sure you order online at DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, or just hit the website at ItalianFiestaPizzeria.com. And if you're wondering, yes, they cater events as well. So give them a call, 708-849-9240. That's 708-849-9240.
Gone wild.
Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast Show. It's your boy Macro Scott the Man Russell.
And I'm East the Man Taylor Street.
And the name of this segment is
Crosstalk.
Crosstalk. Here we go. I got hit with that Harold Baines. That back rip, though. Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Let's go.
Stand up.
All right, we're going to start with the Cubs first. Where you want to go? You want me to go?
I think we should go ahead. Let's start with the losers. The losers first.
Well, if we going to start with the losers first, we definitely going to start with the Cubs, then, because the Cubs.
Not according to what we show here.
Man, what's the Cubs record? What's the Cubs record of the last 10 games?
They 5-5.
Okay. They 5-5.
Who got the best record?
The Cubs. Who got the best? It's the lady. Baseball is a way we do it. Be ladies sport.
And that's why I said the tiebreaker should go to the Sox.
And who been playing the better teams though? The last 10 games, White Sox been playing better teams.
Okay, we're jump off with the Cubs. I'm going to kick it right off because I don't want no hating when it comes to. We got to start off on a positive note, man. Shout out to the Cubs for winning their 50th game, you know what I'm saying? We're one of the teams out here that won 50 games already.
Okay.
We 50-35, 15 games over 500.
Okay.
Despite us being 5-5, going 500, we've been weathering the storm. We still have not got swept this year, America. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know, now our backs kind of slowed down a little bit, but our defense has been immaculate. And you know, we got our pitching that's round up right now. We got a couple of starters that's doing real good. Showtime Emanagi is back.
Showtime is back.
He did his thing when he first came in, you know, and then you know, Boyd looked like he an all-star. And then you know, our middle relievers, when it's a close game, it's down to show that we got those bridges to the gap of Palencia. Palencia throwing 103 miles an hour to close things, and you can't even catch up with that. Also, shout out to my guy, man, P. Crow Armstrong, for making his first All-Star appearance.
P. Crow.
You gotta change that. You gotta change that.
You gotta change that. P. Crow.
First All-Star jumped through, got 21 home runs. He's still doing too much right here.
2020 guy. Might be a 40-40 guy.
So the Cubs, you know, the Cubs are, you know, they do what they're supposed to do. You know, you're not gonna be on five slot teams that struggle right now. Baseball been like that just all throughout the whole baseball. You know, no team is really like just going crazy like that. So I'm liking what I'm seeing with the Cubs. I think we got another step that we about to take. As soon as Nico Horner stop tweaking, you know, and him and the old guys, Ed Hack, you know what I'm saying? Like all the old guys tripping besides shout out to Sal Suzuki too. He made his All-Star too. So stay down. Keep it up, Joe, man. We got some good stuff coming, you know, as far as the Cubs is concerned. We're right on pace, even though Milwaukee is right there on us. You know, they've been extremely hot lately.
Yeah.
So they trying to creep back on us. That's why I don't know. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, Craig, do not do this year. I said you was with them last year. They creeping up again. So you gotta step back there quick. I don't know when we play them, but we gotta do something with them guys because they really is showing up and showing out. So really, that's my take on the Cubs, man. Just keep it up, man. Let's keep this first place. And we almost there. We what? Half over the
halfway season.
We halfway there. So man, let's have a second half and let's get there. What we gotta get to.
Cubs been alright, you know what I mean? The bat's pretty cold. One thing I found out about the Cubs, they don't hit left-hand pitches. P. Crow Armstrong can't hit a left to save his life. You know what I mean? If you check his stats, though, you're gonna see, man, the league they kind of figured P. Crow out. Even though he made the All-Star game, he having a good year, he falling off. So if they want to sustain, he gotta come with it. The pitching for the Cubs it's been a Achilles heel. The starters are suspect. They don't really have a full 5-man starting rotation. They got about 2 or 3 good pitchers down at Showtime back. He's solid. Even if Showtime is ace, I still don't think that's World Series pitching. I still don't think they really got what it takes to be the World Series Cubs. At the end of the day, now they split the series with St. Louis. They won 2 games. They lost the first 2. It was looking real shady, and they came back and shut St. Louis out. St. Louis ain't really got bet, so it really wasn't that impressive to me. I was expecting them to win that series 3 games to 1. So they ain't really been on that. Like you say, Milwaukee, the Brew Crew, they picking up steam. So they only a few games, even though they 15 games over 500, they only a few games, 5-6 games ahead of Milwaukee, and they play Milwaukee a few more times this year.
It like 2 games. Right
Yeah, so
Milwaukee's on fire right now.
Milwaukee right there. So man, World Series Cubs might be wild card Cubs in a matter of weeks. It could be the wild card Cubs, man. But that's all I'm gonna give y'all the Cubs. I'm gonna go right to the Sox now. The White Sox. Let's talk about it. My man Talkman. Talkman being one of the best players in baseball. I don't understand how he don't get the All-Star now. Well, I understand it's politics as usual. Chris Getz, he's doing Chris Getz things. But Talkman played for the Cubs, you know what I mean? He didn't really solidify that lineup because he hit left-handed pitches, you know? And I'm gonna get into the Betterverse a little bit, man. White Sox, you know, even though they've been playing well, they 5-5 out of their last 10 games, it's time for them to go on one of those binges. I can feel it coming. We gonna play Colorado. Now, we gonna be the favorite in a couple of those Colorado games. So just to get to the Betterverse a little bit, don't fall for the trap. You know what I'm saying? Those Colorado games. Because Colorado got the right, you know what I'm saying? Colorado, even though they've been 5-5 too, they battling for the worst team in the MLB. But Colorado, they got what it takes to beat the Sox. But I'm just so happy that the Sox, we found some key positions. We got a closer. We got what's our homie name? Taylor. We got Big Taylor coming in the end of the game, shutting the game down. So if the game is close, we can put a hurt on you. Toronto, they found it out the hard way. San Francisco, they number 2 in one of the best divisions. San Francisco found it out the hard way. They came to Chicago and wrecked all of my parlays. Every parlay, they wrecked. You know what I mean? So I know firsthand, man, what the White Sox can do. We got solid defense. And if our first baseman start hitting, and Teal start hitting, and our catcher continuously play like he's supposed to play, man, we gonna be okay. Cause Tauchman playing, Benintendi is playing out his man. Miguel Vargas, he kind of came back to earth. He started off the season pretty good, but he kind of fell off a little bit, to be honest. Our shortstop, Minor, you know how we messing up the names, we off the rock. You know what I mean? But we got one of the best shortstops in the league. Y'all gonna be trying to say that name in a couple of more years. Y'all gonna know who number 10 is for the White Sox. You know what I mean? He been putting it in. Taylor, he been playing solid in left field. Luis Roberts, once we get rid of that bomb and figure out what we gonna do about center field, the rebuild gonna be complete. The other thing I wanna say about the White Sox before I hand it over, man, is when we love Chris Guest, love to go dumpster diving for pitchers. He up there a pitcher and nobody thinking about pulling him out the dumpster. Wash him off. The other day he used that good Mexican soap. Clean him up real good, wash him off, put him on the mound, looking like good money, trade him for assets. So I want to give a shout out to Chris Guest for getting players that other teams gave up on, identifying the talent in those players, and washing them off, man, and making it happen. Yo, like, subscribe, share for this content, and man, watch out for this series because this is a really important week for the White Sox. We've been playing Colorado, and it's a battle between the worst records in the MLB. And I think the White Sox gonna come out at the end on the bottom of this. So I'm taking the White Sox to lose the series against Colorado. This is my metaverse tip for this segment. So what you got on the White Sox?
Well, as you can see, so I had a pleasure of going to the Sox game with my man right there.
We did that Sox game.
I had a great experience. I had a great experience at the Sox game. It wasn't wild at the Cubs fan. They was kind of quiet and everything, and they took our 7-inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. How y'all do? Y'all used to do God Bless America. We ain't gonna change.
Man, this guy don't watch sports. He don't know every baseball team, every baseball game,
America. That's what they should have been doing. They tried to, but you know,
every team they 7-inning stretch, man.
Nevertheless,
he don't watch sports.
Back to the Sox. What I will say about the Sox, though, you know, they've been 5-5 lately. They beat some good teams, like he was saying, Arizona. They just beat up on Arizona. Well, they won a series against Arizona, and they won a series against the Giants, which was strange because we lost a lot of money off that. So they've been Black Sox lately. I want them to get back to the Black Sox. You know, they right now they're on the White Sox right now. They need to get back to the Black Sox.
Please.
But it's not too late because today is tomorrow. Even though y'all might not catch this, they playing against the Dodgers right now. They already lost yesterday against the Dodgers. Against the Dodgers. So this is a great time because they went up against Ohtani right now, and the Dodgers is crazy. They got the best record in the league. So this is the best time, you know, to put that good money up against the Dodgers. So Sox, they get swept. They're not going to get the Dodgers one of these games. You can book that. You can book that, man. Book it.
It's a sweep for the Dodgers.
It's a sweep for the Dodgers. Man. You can book that. If the Sox come out and steal one of these games against the Dodgers, then I'm gonna step back and relax with them for at least a good month. That's IR. That's putting you on IR for sure.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hurt us.
And then after that, they're gonna take those losses that they go up against Colorado. Now Colorado is 2-8. They last 10 games, so it's a good time to go ahead and take advantage and get some more W's with the Sox. And I'm just liking what the Sox have done. They got some good young players. I think he was talking about Andrew Benattini.
Yeah, Benattini. He ain't no young player though. He a vet.
But he a vet.
And he been playing this year.
Yeah, he been killing. Parker's been killing. Taylor, they've been.
Yeah.
I've been noticing. I'm like, who's this dude?
Yeah.
They got some players over there. They just be. They problem is they the Black Sox. They errors. There's a lot of errors. They be pop up. Nobody want to catch the ball. They overthrow first base. They try to throw out the first. Too many errors, and then they get cracked home run. But other than that, the Sox is the Sox. I'm liking what I'm seeing from them right now. Just go. When they play against those number one squads like that, especially the Dodgers, go with them. You know what I mean? Get to Colorado, they're not gonna sweep Colorado. I'll tell you that.
They definitely not gonna sweep Colorado. Hey, get to the Betterverse a little bit in this Colorado Sox game. Whoever the underdog bet on that team. Because just take the money line, man. Take the plus money line in that game, because any team can beat any team, man, on the real. And since we talk about the White Sox, before we go, want to let y'all know, man, we got a White Sox game with the orchestration again. Not only is we doing the Sky basketball games, but we doing the White Sox baseball games. We got a game on the 8th. We got a game on the 8th, July 8th. If you're interested, get up with the Orchestration Institute. You know what I mean? The information is in the comments below. So get up with the Orchestration Institute for the Sox information, for the Sox game. Man, you get the tickets, man, give you a good play. The ticket price and everything. All funds raised go to a great fundraiser, grocery giveaway at the Orchestration. So you're helping out the community by going to these baseball games. You support the Orchestration Institute and the movement that they own. So man, shout them out. Man, y'all want to go to some of these Sox games? Y'all might catch us there. You get a ticket, you know what I mean? Let me know. And man, we could be tailgating. We could have Anthony Amadale, CNC Anthony in the building. Tony Lex, Gold Coast champion. Could be in the building, tailgating with them nice shoes again. And it is what it is, man. Like, subscribe, share for this content. It's your boy Michael Scott, the man Russian.
Yes, sir. And then also, they play against the Blue Jays too, so that's a good lick right there. They should be able to beat the Blue Jays. That's what I'm looking forward to. Before we do get our crosstalk, so let's just swing right over to a little bit of who's hot and who's not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In the baseball.
I thought we was gonna say for the better verse, but you want to get into it now?
Yeah, since we are in the baseball field,
okay.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Go ahead and crack right now. But who's not hot? Obviously, the Colorado Rockies. We've been telling y'all every week. They had one good week, but they 2-8 in their last 10 games, so it's a good fit to just go ahead and keep it on with that coattail. Add that with a 2 team. Don't do more than 2 teams, but they're the ones that been bogus right now. And also another team that's that's shiesty is the Kansas City Royals. Joe, they've been losing pretty much every game lately, Joe. So that's another team that you want to take advantage of. Even though baseball been kind of dicey, you never know. Those teams are 2-8 in the last 10 games, and I don't see them doing nothing no time soon. Now, as far as who is hot, we was just talking about this earlier. The Milwaukee Brewers, Joe. The Brew Crew is going nuts out here right now. They 9-1 they last 10 games, And then the Houston Astros, they just beat up on the Cubs. I just seen them. I see what they on right now.
Yeah.
They're a super solid team. They got batting efficiency. They just got ranks in every little position, and they like number 1 in the league right now. So those are my 4 teams that's on some hot and not. More not like the better verse, but these are the teams that the teams that y'all watching them take them to lose and take those teams right now to win. Plus a little bit of the Dodgers too. Dodgers don't fire too a little bit. They been snapping. They got the best record in baseball, and Showtime is hitting on them home runs. I wish I had some home run licks for y'all, but I'm gonna have to do a little more research with that right there.
right. On the real. So you ready, Joe? What we on? The hot, that's who's hot?
That's the hot and knots.
The hot and knots. That's it right there, man. Other side of the break, though, we coming back with our hoops. You can bet that. You can bet on that because we gambling. We gambling, man. Like, subscribe, share for this content. It's your boy Michael Scott, the man Russian.
And I'm East Selling the man Taylor Street.
Other side of the break, we coming back with our
on the ones and twos. Hey, if you're looking for a producer, songwriter, DJ, engineer, a place to podcast, radio interview, even a spot to rehearse, Man, make sure you hit me up, 773-357-5089. We can make all that happen at the Orchestration Institute.
You tripping.
It's your boy Nike Films. You need any photography or music videos, just hit me on Instagram at Nike Films. That's NikeeFilmz. That's NikeeFilmz.
Attention all aspiring artists. Are you looking for the perfect place to take your passion for music to the next level? Look no further than the Orchestration Institute. The Orchestration Institute also offers music production, DJing, songwriting, a place to rehearse, skilled sound engineering. Host your pop-up on the pop-up, podcast, or your next baby shower. Call 773-357-5089. And don't forget to follow on all social media platforms for exciting updates. The Orchestration Institute, where all of your event and music production needs come alive.
Orchestration.
Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sports Betting Podcast Show. It's your boy Malcolm Stockton, Man Russell.
And I'm East on the Taylor Street.
And the name of this segment is I Heard Hoops.
You got it right now.
Yeah, I Heard Hoops. We love it. Beat that shit, boy. You know how to beat that.
Every time we ball.
Hey, we had some more than one match.
It's always 25 against me.
I ain't no one-on-one player though. My game don't translate to one-on-one game. I'm a 5-on-5 player. Put them on the court, put the refs out there, and see what happens to that boy.
I go home with school niggas.
You wasn't a hoop school open
outside
shit.
the pocket shit, you know what I'm saying? We play one-on-one. Niggas, I was skinny niggas trying to bang me all the way to the... And this thing that's on where I got long arms. Niggas trying to bang me if you want to. I grew up off getting back, man. I ain't no Paul, no Diddy. I ain't banging like that's about, you know, down low type mode, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's
Russell Ball. Hey, no, it's a new NBA champ though, E. Speaking about that, new NBA champ, let's say OKC.
Hey man, we gotta take a salute to
cheers.
NBA champion OKC Thunder.
OKC Thunder,
Shay them. Shout out to Shay them, Joe.
Hey, I want to be the first to say congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you know we off the rocks. I be fucking other names. Chet Holmgren. Man, I gotta shout out to they GM, Joe. What's his name?
Preston.
Boy, they was pretenders last year for showing in my eyes, but they put up a fight. This year, they ran the season back. I'm gonna give y'all a quick recap. They ran the season back. They had the best record in the NBA. Pretty much, they kicked everybody ass. They was going teams out. But the moves he made in the off season to get like Isaiah Hartenstein and Caruso, who playoff Caruso, the playoff Caruso, he just pressed the right buttons. He seen what his team needed, went out and got it. So man, I just hope AK was paying attention and realized, man, that's how you put a team together. So congratulations to OKC, man, Shea, man. They did their thing. They won the championship outright. And man, I love it, man. We was gambling. You know, we had Indiana.
Hey, shout out to Indiana too, Joe. Y'all put up a great fight. Y'all will be the number 6 seed to make it to the NBA Finals and took them to Game 7. And who knows if Halliburton, when he got hurt and tore his ACL, I think it would have been a different outcome. Or it would have been either a better close game. So shout out to Indiana for at least putting up that fight.
Definitely.
And they went all out. They went to the point where, hey, now they have to blow up their team. That's how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? But they did show up. They showed up and showed out. I mean, it was a good NBA Finals in my eyes, even though, you know, the world saying that, you know, this was a low rated, you know, as far as.
Yeah, I mean, everybody don't watch sports. We get it. Everybody don't watch sports.
Like you said, everybody don't watch sports, but it was great for me. You know, it was some great showcase going on. OKC was the youngest team that helped win the NBA championship, and it seems like they're gonna be here for a minute. They got their nucleus. They just paid shout out to Shea for being the highest paid NBA player. Now they just gave him $4 million for 4 years for $285 million. That's $71 million a year, America. Jesus,
that's almost soccer money.
That's
almost soccer money.
Shut up and shake to get his bag. When he deserved it, Joe. I think he young, you know. He gonna be doing what he do for a long minute. You know, he an assassin in the mid range. I think he bringing mid range back. You know, and OKC is gonna be a force to be reckoned with for a long time. So man, OKC, hey, for the rest of the league, y'all better watch out. Y'all better figure it out. And that's why it's a lot of standstill that's going on in the free agency right now.
Yeah. You want to skip over the draft and go straight to free agency? Well, because that draft, you know, we had a draft. Cooper Flag with the Dallas. Yep. That was a notable pick. What was called a notable picks?
Ace Bailey, he tried to rig the draft, man. He ended up getting up. Now he in Utah, the worst place to ever be at. But he tried to rig it. But I mean, hey, that's what it is. So, no, he was that's no notable Harper's son. He went to San Antonio Spurs. Spurs got a nice little squad. And then I also got to show love to our guy, man. We got somebody, man. That's what I want to talk about, you know, a little bit on some pause mode, because the Bulls, you know, we had a chance for me to get Queen from Maryland, and we passed him up. He went actually 13. He was number 12, and we picked up homie from France. I don't know his name off the top, but
you know how we be fucking up the names, man. Ezekiel or something. You know what I mean? Whatever his name
nonsense in West Coast.
Yeah. Whatever his name is, Shorty 19, man. He the second youngest dude in the draft besides Cooper Flag.
They say he Wendy's guy too. They said that
he looked good though. I ain't gonna care. I like the dude we got from Australia too with that second round pick. You know what I mean? Like he looked like he was solid. Hopefully he can play defense. He had some meat on his bones. The shorty he was tall. He had a J. He could bend. He just skinny. So. You know what I mean? Hopefully AK hit with this pick. I don't really know what to say about it. Like, you know, he was playing in the German league or whatever league he was playing in, some Bush league, and he was killing. He young. He got a lot of traits. He got a lot of intangibles. You know what I mean? You can't teach the stuff he got, and then hopefully he got a work ethic, because we need anybody with Patrick Williams at this point. But I did want to compliment on the draft. Like you said, a few picks, I wanted to compliment on Ace Bailey. I feel like it was overrated. I was in love with Ace Bailey, and he was in Rutgers, the diaper dandy. You know, he was a diaper dandy. Yeah, you know, he was a diaper dandy. Him and Dylan Harper, but they underachieved in Rutgers. They had a nasty duo. They underachieved in Rutgers. I don't really think Ace Bailey all that. You know what I mean? To be trying to demand what he demanded. But I still, the NBA is a business, man. So he can get what he can get, let him get it. But he still got to get out there and hoop and prove it. And now he can play with grown men, and he don't really have to step up to the plate. Now, Dylan Harper, I love him. I just don't know why the Spurs would pick him, because they already got, it seems like they got too many two guys over there. They got like 4 or 5 guys that's like the same size and position. It's like the NBA is like, man, it's going into this new type of basketball, and I'm feeling it but not feeling it, and feeling it but not feeling it. So I'm kind of confused on why the Spurs would get him. I guess they went with best player available, and they just gonna make it do what it do. But I'm anxious to see how that works, man. So I ain't want to skip past. I ain't want to skip past that.
No, and just to piggyback on that, to be honest with you, I didn't understand. Even though I know that he was the top of the second best prospect, I would have thought that I would rather see Ace Bailey over there in San Antonio, because I felt like they already got, like you said, they got 3 guards already. They picked up a guard last year.
The other one who they put on the bench who was cold, Castle was cold, Vassell cold.
Is Chris Paul still there too?
No, Paul ain't there.
Paul ain't there no more.
No, he went somewhere.
But you know, your boy from Sacramento, you know, that's gonna be the man.
Yeah, Darren Fox.
Darren Fox. You know, I don't know what that was all about, but I will say another guy in the draft too, your boy from Florida that won national champion.
Yeah, that was still on the draft. That's still on the draft. He went to Utah.
He went to Utah.
Yeah, Clayton Jr.
Yeah, Clayton Jr. So that was the only thing that I would say that I think, and even Ace said it, he was like, man, you know, I'm just happy that he with me. You know what I'm saying? He an assassin. I think he's gonna be the person that out of this whole draft. That's gonna be the one that y'all be like, damn, like what the.
I can agree.
This dude this early, he got a plan, he got a torch. So
yeah, I can agree. I can agree totally with that. I think that was still in the draft. I think Willie Clay Jr. maybe the best player, seasoned player. Played for Rick Pitino. He played in Florida. Like he a national championship. He was proven that jump shot is undeniable, NBA ready. He maybe have to work on his defense. He's not as tall, but man, he got some offense for sure. Like he gonna hit that J. With God, I don't care who's sticking. You can have who the best defender, Shan good defender. You're gonna have a problem sticking Clayton Jr. You can put that on the book.
Put that on the book.
Yeah, you can put that on the book for sure.
He instant starter. Instantly, he should be a starter.
He gonna start or he gonna have like that Cam Thomas was and how Cam Thomas was in Brooklyn. Like he gonna score a lot of points and we gonna see where he at. But Danny Ainge, man, Danny Ainge is a good guy. He knows talent. So Utah a good place to be if you really want to be in a place where the person know how to put a team together.
And then also, they still got the two twin towers over there, Kessler and Marker. So I think they got a nice little squad in Utah that's going to be a little sleeper. You know, I ain't going to say next year, but years to come. I think they're going to be a force to reckon with. To try at least they're going to be in play-in mode next couple of years.
The
West is still stacked.
Yeah. So let's talk about these draft picks, bro. I mean, this free agency. We talked about a little bit in the intro. You said Kevin Durant was the man. You know, he was the belle of the ball, the guy who should be sought after the most. And Houston landed him along with Quinn Capella. So I got a question for you. With those moves that Houston made, you think they're ready to dethrone OKC?
Man, I mean that's a great question right there. I mean, on paper alone, they kind of match up with them as far as the youth is concerned. Besides KD, he a bad player. But they got a mixture with veterans and players that's out there like that. And to be honest with you, last year they was defensively crazy last year. You know, so I believe they got a chance. I mean, it's not like OKC was doing that much anyway. OKC made Game 7 2 straight times this year, so it's not like they skated bad. This was one of those skate bad championships. You know, they still young too, so I do see KD. I see KD get a lot to prove, especially because he's been switching teams over and over again. They said Phoenix was supposed to be the number 1 team. Remember when he went to Phoenix?
Yeah, I ain't feeling
it.
It was
like, man. So I think this time with you know, they coach and everything. They got St. Boone out there. They got a big squad. They got still kept Jabari Smith. You know what I'm saying? And he was supposed to be a monster 2 years ago before they ended up getting on the twin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now he's the guy. You know, so I think Houston is that squad, but just in general, just the whole tri-state is going crazy. Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston. All 3 of them, I think, gonna be contenders with OKC. All 3 of those squads, they all looking good up against them. You know, that's right. Them.
Okay, that's decent. So the East is up in shambles. You know what I mean? Boston, your boy got hurt. Tatum got hurt. Man. They got rid of Porzingis. Milwaukee.
Don's trying to break up with his girlfriend.
Yeah, Milwaukee. Dame somebody. You know what I mean? That's how they treat him. Like they just disrespected Dame. It's like it wasn't Dame time. You feel me? They had to wear the Washington show mine one time. They just did Dame like that, which I think is a blessing in disguise. Because he can rehab and come back and sound wherever he wants. And he still get the million, so they really did him a favor.
He get to observe now.
Yeah, so shout out Milwaukee. They really did him a favor. They really did some justice. So I ain't gonna really hate on that play, but they did treat him like dog shit in the alley. You know what I mean? And then Indiana, they made it to the finals. They point guy got hurt. It seemed like, you know, everybody got hurt with the same type of Achilles injury. Everybody gonna be rehabbing. So the East, the Wild East, is up for grabs. With all the free agency and stuff that's happening, who you think gonna come out on top in the East this year? After all the moves that's been made, who you think the best team in the East?
Right now, I'm gonna have to go with the Cavs, yo. I feel like with the Cavs did this year, not doing nothing, not just staying quiet, you know. And I know how your boy is, you know, they main guy, Donovan Mitchell. You know, I know he's extremely upset right now, so I think that's gonna be a team because of circumstances. Because of circumstances, Boston, there's no more Boston right now. At least I don't believe that. And maybe New York now. New York is another team to watch out for. They picked up a couple of good guys in the free agency. That
where New York is?
They just picked up Clarkson from Utah.
Right.
Instant hit, instant score. You know what I'm saying? They picked up Clarkson. They picked up a couple of other.
Impact, they got a big. Carlton Towns coming back.
Carlton Towns back. I mean, they whole team back. They just picked up Mike Brown. They just picked up Mike Brown today as the head coach. So they got a coach.
Okay.
I feel like they did Mike Brown wrong in Sacramento because he was doing real great that first year. And then injuries started to happen, whatever the case is, and they just canned him. So he gets another opportunity. I think this is a great place for a guy like Mike Brown that's been around the world a long, long time, been to the Final Four, won the championship as an assistant coach with Golden State. So he was, that's what he gonna bring that mentality over there. So I'm liking New York, and then my sleeper is, and they're not really sleepers like that, but I'm liking Orlando, what they doing over there. I'm loving what Orlando doing.
Bang, you think Bang, that was a good deal for Bang?
Yes, that was, to me, that was a great deal.
That's what they was missing?
Yeah, they that strong man Bang, gonna be out there,
hitting that
J. You got a flame,
they got a strong man.
They still got the bigs over there. They got a lot of guys over there in Orlando, and I think the quiet assassin is the Atlanta Hawks, though. Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I like the moves.
Atlanta Hawks made some great moves.
I ain't really feeling what you call it. But so out of those teams, though, who was the best team?
All those teams, I'm gonna have to roll with the team that was the best last year. Regular season wise, I think they're gonna overcome this year due to those injuries. I'm liking the Cavs, yo.
Cavs the best team.
They got the most nucleus.
All right, Cavs. I feel it. Now, NBA over with, man. Let's put that shit to bed, bro. It's over with NBA.
Night.
Yeah, put NBA to bed. All this creative talk, all that movies, but we back in action. We talk about this WNBA. And, man, we gotta give a toast to our girl, man. To the Indiana. They might not have won a championship, but they might not won an NBA championship.
They won the Commissioner's Cup. Shout out to
shout out.
They won the Commissioner's Cup against the Lynx.
Yeah, that was a great move, man. But the W, I just want to kick it off, man. I want to shout out my girl Angel Reese for just how she been killing. I know we've been talking about, we supporting the Sky. Joe, we in Chicago, man, and we gambling. So we supporting the Sky. So yeah, we give an extra airtime because it's a hot topic, but we in Chicago. And we represent, not only we representing, we going to the games on the 14th. We going to the games on the 24th. You know what I mean? 24th. So get over to registration, get them tickets. But our girl is killing, bro. Like, she's playing her money in June. She had a triple-double. She had about 4, 5, 10, 15 rebound games in a row. She been rebounding her ass off. Rebounding. Anything come off the board is hers. She tough, y'all. She bounding hard, Joe. So, man, y'all know what it is. She may be the greatest. We witnessing one of the greatest rebounds of all time. And we going to see her live, man. Then our other girl, Asia Wilson, she took over. She was out with a concussion, but she bounced back and got the killing. So she was Western Conference Player of the Week, and Player of the Month or whatever, a week, a month or something, whatever it was, her accolades. So gotta shout out Asia Wilson, man. But I really want to shout out Indiana because of how they built their team, bro. That's what I really want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the one of Bonner. Like my whole thing about Indiana and Toast, right? So Indiana, how they built their team structure around CC because, she a dog. At the end of the day, she a dog. I keep it real. I like CC and Angel Reese. I just heart hoopers. If you a hooper, I'm with you. And CC a hooper, Angel Reese a hooper. Ain't no need for me to hate on either one of them. You know what I mean? I'll recognize talent wherever it's at. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna recognize both of them. And I'm gonna recognize the team the GM who put that Indiana team together. And they won the Commissioner's Cup with the bad talk and the bad press of them. Let the one of Bonner go because Bonner wasn't really on shit. She wasn't hustling. She wasn't hoop. Yes, she a WNBA legend, but let's just get old. all the time undefeated. I'm not taking nothing away from her accolades, her championships, the player she was, but she just really wasn't that player for the Indiana Fever. You can see it. She broke that record with the Fever. And yes, she was celebrated and all, but they had to release her, Joe, because she really wasn't hooping. She wasn't giving it her all. And Indiana trying to win. They proved that. They released her before the Commissioner's Cup game. They played the Commissioner's Cup. They made the best team in the WNBA right now. The Minnesota Lynx was one of the best players. Naficia Collins, right? Collier, and they cracked them. You know what I'm saying? Hands down in an important game. They went out there, Leah Boston, Howard, Kelsey Mitchell. Went out there, they balled.
That's Sophie Cunningham too. That's that came through.
Yeah, Cunningham. Yeah, them tough ass white girls be balling, Joe. They got some tough ass white girls and some tough ass sisters on their team, and they was hooping, and they weren't taking no L's in that game, bro. So shout out to Indiana, and they made a tough decision in cutting Bonner, but Bonner didn't want to hoop. And in the WNBA, like, they'll just keep you around, though, because you look good or your accolades. You got to do something, bro. So that's where I'm at with the W right now in Indiana, Joe. I just want to shout them out, E.
Well, I want to give my biggest surprises and the team to be reckoned with in the W. So I want to already give a shout out to, since it's the first half of the season, who've been doing their thing out here. Shout out to the Atlanta Dream, Joe. Atlanta Dream, since I've been watching them hooping, it's like they like the dogs of the league right now. If nobody don't know about Atlanta Dream, y'all gonna start knowing about those girls, man. They got 5 players out here that's hooping. They up there hooping like the LSU out here.
So. All they gotta do is get rid of Brittany. They gotta follow Indiana lead and get rid of Brittany Graham because she don't want to hoop. But go ahead.
But no, so the Dream is one of those teams. Then obviously, I feel like this year, just based on what happened last year, I feel like the Lynx got something to prove this year because they lost in the finals. That was controversial when they lost to Liberty last year in the finals. So this year they came out the gate 14-2. And one of those was in the I don't know if that game counted in the Commissioner Cup, but just being 14-2, that's when they're not playing no games this year, America. They did lose against CC, Miss Logo, without Miss Logo in the game. She got a groin injury right now, but hey, Indiana got some dogs. Even though the Fever is 8-8, every time I watch them, they killing. I don't know how they 8-8.
I'm here, Boston. The truth. She can pass and shoot and score. She big. She might have been Karl Malone, but just better looking.
so those the Dreams right now. The Dreams right now. Another dog team I gotta show some love to that came out of nowhere. There's the Phoenix Mercury, Joe. Shout out to the Phoenix Mercury. They got a roster ain't playing no games too. They got some junkyards over there. Even what's that? Khalil Copper, not even on the thing.
Oh yeah.
They ain't still balling over there like this. Yeah, but
they got rookies.
They got rookies over there. They got the whole little squad over there. But those are 2 squads, and obviously the Liberty, they gonna always be there. But I feel like they just coasting right now. So the W is going right now. It's halftime right now. Like you said, they right now overseas, they do their thing right now.
It's a few players on assignment, playing in the FIBA league, like Cardoso. And I'm mad about that because soon as Angel and Cardoso, they get that skyscraper that they've been marketing and pushing, as soon as they get that chemistry together, they kill it. She got to go on assignment, but she went out on assignment, she been killing. Brazil been blowing girls out there, you know what I mean? United States got my super. They got that Notre Dame point guard backcourt, Adobo and Olivia Miles, and they been killing jokes. We're like, my homie say, man, we need to beat on that trade. We need to put them back together. But we know our girl Olivia Miles transferred out. She took that NIL bag at another school, so they gonna be going at it, man. But another team might have missed out on the junkyard side. I like where you was going with that. I want to bring up the Washington Mystics.
Okay.
Because Washington, Joe, they got my other girl, Centron from Notre Dame. She a rookie. They got Kiki from USC. She a rookie. Then they got Austin. She been balling. So like that team, that Washington Mystics team, though, be careful, man, with them. If you take them on the money line, you gambling like we gambling on WNBA. Be careful, Joe, because they can beat any team in the W. They got 2 bigs. And they got a guard they can scope, and they got a point guard with veteran leadership. She kind of remind me like a Chris Paul type of guard over there. I can't think of her name on top. I don't want to wreck her name, but it's cold. But you know what I mean? I want to shout them out, man. And I hope Dallas do something, Joe. We going to see Dallas on the night. You know, it's a members only night. We try to take the whole family down now to see Dallas. Dallas Wings firsthand. They got the Rookie of the Year. Paige Beckers, she the Rookie of the Year favorite.
Shout to Paige, another one of these icons, these youth that's coming to the W, that's showing that that's the reason why the W is now starting to make more money, because it's really the young stars. They more they just got more viewership pretty much. They got more sponsors. It seems like that's coming under their belt. You know?
Yeah, they got game. You know what I mean? The world's being cut on. It's a lot of lights out with the internet, social media. These girls been killing a long time. They got their just due. She been killing, but they got to figure out something, because that 3-guard rotation ain't working out there in Dallas. So I hope they shake it up. I hope they trade one of them guys to Chicago, because we definitely in need of a guy. Even though I just found out that our coach is Donnell Marshall's son. You know what I mean? Like, the coach of the Scouts is Donnell Marshall's son. I've been killing the coach. This whole time I've been killing him. But I ain't gonna lie. As the season been going on, I've been seeing improvement. I like the fact that he got Angel Reese bringing the ball up court, like rebounding and going. I like the style of play. We started his shots. We started to find our confidence. The season just started. The All-Star game around the corner. We probably got like another week or so before the All-Star game start. And then the second half of the season, shit finna get real. So I want to give him a chance. I want to take all my negative comments back, because he from that UConn family. His pops, I used to rock with his pops. So I got to rock with his son on the coaching side, because I know he know hoops. It's just, you know what I mean, he's in a tough situation with ownership who really don't know what to do with the team. But he making the best with what he got. And when Camilla come back, boy, y'all boys better watch out for them Sky, man, on the real. That's my W info.
And before I leave with the W, I just want to end it with this right here, man, because it's real deep as far as the W is going on. What's going on in the W, just the politics of the W. So recently, you know, the collective bargaining agreement they just went through, and they're not giving the women what they deserve. You know, obviously it's because of viewership and things of that nature. But y'all I just want y'all to like support us and support the W. We need more supporters, man. The W need that support, because these are women out here that deserve more than what they're getting. They're not getting what they should be getting, and so they about to expand with more teams soon. But it's really all about more support, and then just continue. If you love basketball, you love sports, man, the W is a good game to watch, man. It's fun. Man, purchase some of those tickets, whatever they need us, so they can start, you know, taking care of their families and stuff like that too. So
that's why we first in line. We first in like the Marines. We on the front line, and we supporting our girl Angel Reese, because I'm glad that she here. I've been a sports fan in Chicago all my life. I just supported all sports icons, from Michael Jordan to B.J. Armstrong, Derrick Rose, Kurt Heinrich, Joakim Noah. You know what I'm saying? Angel Reese, I'm gonna support her. Candace Parker, I supported her. Ozzie Guillen, Big Hurt, Andre Dawson. I supported a lot of our Cubs guys too. Harold Baines, you know what I mean? Like, I supported a lot of Chicago stars, and I ain't gonna stop supporting them. And we got one of the coldest female stars. I'm gonna keep that support and double down on that support, especially since I'm older in this situation, to double down on that support, man. And speaking about support, Joe, we can't get out of here until we talk about the big three. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna get to the argument. We had the drunk little episode last week. I gotta check it out. We was arguing about our top 5 WNBA players. We said we was gonna bring back top 5.
I messed up, Joe.
Yeah, you know.
I took his player, you know. I took him to Leslie from him, but I apologize on air. I listened to who was out there. I stole this to Leslie from him. I really had Cheryl Swoops, and I couldn't think of who was out there. I stole these to Leslie from him. And I was adamant about it, you know what I'm saying? So on TV, on air, you know, I should have did that, you know, it's all love. It's Leslie Grotto. Shout out to Lisa Leslie.
Shout out to Lisa Leslie, though. My team gonna crush your hands down, especially with Candace Parker. Candace Parker is the greatest women's basketball.
You had a big squad. Your squad was big, though. You know, my squad had a lot of guards, you know. I should have did a little different, but it's all good.
Yeah, don't worry about it, though, because Candace Parker is the greatest women's basketball player of all time.
Let's get to this big three.
Do you agree with that?
Candace Parker?
Yeah, she's the greatest women's basketball player all time.
No.
Alright, we gotta get later. But this year, I'm going on record saying that Candace Parker.
Cynthia Cooper.
Yeah, Cynthia Cooper was cold, but she couldn't dunk, and she won Rookie of the Year or MVP and MVP of the team. She ain't got the accolades Candace got, but she was cold. She was cold.
You know why I love Candace Parker?
She was a national champion too.
Right, and shout out to Candace Parker for giving us one. You know what I'm saying?
And she got us one too.
I'll never forget that. She got one here, got one with the Sparks. So she definitely is a legend. You know what I'm saying? She definitely is one of the GOATs out here.
She's the greatest.
My problem with her, what happened was when she went to the Aces and how she
didn't play.
I didn't like how he was treating her. It felt like she should have left a little tad bit earlier. Like she would have left when cause remember she went to the Aces after she left us.
And she was hurt.
Yeah, but it was just that she wasn't.
Was hurt.
The way Asia Wilson was ball, I'm like, man, Asia, you sure she ain't?
She was hurt.
Yeah.
She's hurt.
She's on TV a lot, kicking with
she on TV a lot. Cause she cold. You know what I mean? But let's get to the big three. She was hurt.
Let's get to the big three.
Yeah, big three. Big three. Shout out Big Three, man. Ice Cube, Big Three League, man. This is the only real professional league owned by black people, man. You know what I mean? In the mix. Majority owned by black people. Chicago got a team, Joe. Julius Erving, Dr. J is our coach. You know what I mean? So, gotta shout out Chicago, the Triplets, man. And I just want to give a shout out to one of the players of the Big Three, because, like, this is the thing about the Big Three, though. Everybody ain't cut out for the NBA. So you gotta make your lane how you make your lane. So I want to shout out Glenn Rice Jr. because he the lead scorer in the WNBA. He leads the WNBA in scoring, he leads the WNBA in assists.
You mean Big Three.
Yeah. My bad, Big Three. He leads the Big Three. My bad, Q. Fucking up the shit. West Coast, West Coast, Big Three, all that, you know what I'm saying? All that. But Glenn Rice Jr., he the son of the real legend, of the other legend, Glenn Rice, who had that crazy J-Ball, he was in LA, and Charlotte Black. But you know what I mean? He didn't hit this niche, he didn't make his mark in the league, but he made his mark in the Big Three, and I respect that, bro.
Hey.
So I want to shout him out, man. You know what I mean? The Big Three, because he been killing, and the game's been interesting. They got like, man, I love Big Three right now. I ain't gonna lie, they been balling.
Big Three got a lot of rules out there that's like makes a lot of sense. You know, when you foul someone instead of shooting free throw, you hit that button, you can do the one-on-one.
Bring the fire.
Bring the fire. I'm liking the fall.
Yeah, we on fire sports. They're my only team out the spot.
I'm loving the four-point situation. You know, I'm just liking a lot of stuff about Big Three.
Michael Beasley leads the Big Three and 4-point.
Shout out to the 305, Miami 305, Joe, because they got a nice little squad. This really just Beasley and your boy Lance Stevenson, man. They went global ever since they played that 1v1. And now, you know, a lot of guys want to play one-on-one and all that stuff, but then they run into the Big Three. And, man, they bring the crowd. They bring the crowd alone, just off that alone. Lance Stevenson is showtime out there. He playing like the Harlem Globetrotters. He hairsies and all that, and then just dropping them. Crowd doing love, man. The Big Three is in a good space right now. I'm loving what Ice Cube is doing as far as doing it, switching it up where now it's cities. Like you said, shout out to the Triplets. So if y'all don't know Chicago, we got a team called the Chicago Triplets. And our guys on there, we got a dog on our squad.
Jefferson, Montez
Harrell.
Yeah, he lead the rebound, he top 5 rebound.
So, man, Joe, I think it's gonna grow more and more and more, you know. So that's one of the ones that we really gotta support too, is the Big Three. Yeah. Because it's the price is cheap, you know, and it's black owned, and it's for retired players still doing something, and players that couldn't make it to the league, the ones that was in the G League and things of that nature. So
yeah, and I like how they cleaned it up, because like it started off as like retired players. They had like AI, you know what I mean, like what I do right. They had like old guys, Tino Mobley and Glover and all them. They had a bunch of older guys. Now they got older seasoned guys like Joe Johnson and so and Richard Jefferson. But it ain't like these older guys who, you know what I mean, these guys can hoop. And the younger guys they got some young dogs.
Shout out to Dwight Howard too.
Yeah, Dwight Howard. They got some young dogs who play in the Big Three. Big Three got some superstars right now. They got definitely Michael Beasley can still hoop in the league.
Easy.
Lance Stevenson can still hoop in the league. Easy. But these guys kind of like outlawed by the league. They got like the league outlaw players. You know what I mean? People who banned from the league, like.
Yo, it's your boy Shy Blizz, representing Aiden's Towing and Recovery. You know they service in the northwest side of Chicago and all the surrounding suburbs. Hit them up, 773-747-1142. That's 773-747-1142. Listen to the Crown Holder, man. They specialize in accident recovery. If you have full coverage insurance, nothing comes out of your pocket. Zero, zilch, nada. That's right, hit them up, Aiden's Towing and Recovery, 773-747-1142. That's 773-747-1142. Do it now.
Yo, Killer Beats on the ones and twos. Hey, if you're looking for a producer, songwriter, DJ, engineer, a place to podcast, radio interview, even a spot to rehearse, man, make sure you hit me up, 773-357-5089. We can make all that happen at the Orchestration Institute.
You tripping.
Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast Show. It's your boy Malcolm Scott, the man wrestling.
And I'm East London, man, Taylor Street.
And the name of this segment is Metaverse. We gambling, man. What y'all thought we was gonna be doing, man? Y'all know we gambling this thing, man. Y'all know this segment right here, Joe. We like to bring y'all the latest trends and wins and losses and strategies and all that good stuff for today, man. E, what you got for us today, bro?
Man, the Metaverse been one thing I will say in the Metaverse. It's been crazy because right now sports is kind of down a little bit. When there's no basketball, no NBA right now.
Right.
So we kind of like really just got to focus on baseball. Baseball is an everyday thing. So for me, I've been kind of, when you don't bet, sometimes you win. So sometimes I got to throw an ACL right now. Not throwing ACL, but I got what they call this the calf sprain. I got a calf strain. If I keep on going, I might catch that ACL. So I'm a little injured right now, so I ain't been betting. I mean, I've been winning because when you ain't betting, you win. But still outside looking in, when I do certain things, I've been watching. I still watch sports, and I've been noticing the trends are still trending. I've been still focusing on looking at those teams that's been losing. I told y'all already, Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Royals. They 2-8 their last 10 games, in Colorado Rockies. That's when we emphasize that those losing teams that's losing. It's always good to find those one of the teams that's under 10 games under 500. Going up against those teams that's now 15 games over 500. When they come together, you put a couple of them together, it makes even money. You know what I'm saying? For instance, right now, the White Sox is standing up against the Dodgers right now. It's perfect. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like teams that's 15 games over 500 and 15 games under 500, putting up against each other, go to the Dodgers over the White Sox, find another scrub team, put those two together, make even money, and that's when you put the house on. That's where the mortgage is at, America. That's where the mortgage is at. So that's why Metaverse playing. And also look out for those boosts too, man, because they always give me y'all boosts and stuff. Don't just bet when you know it's a boost right there saying you can win a 50% profit, but you press a button for opted in that boost. Make sure you hit that because that's extra money in your pocket. If you don't gamble, look at everything before you gamble, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my take right now in the Metaverse. Some one-on-one jewels for you.
Right, I hear you, I like that, you know what I mean? The losers been losing still, but sometimes losers been winning. Because the White Sox 5-5, so that White Sox trade, it's like, man, hope y'all been tracking y'all teams, bro. We've been telling y'all all year track y'all teams coming up on the All-Star break. If you ain't figured out this baseball thing yet, man, good luck, because I thought I had it figured out, but this been a bad week, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, well, last week was a bad week. This week just kind of started. The WNBA, but I've been having no cigars for all week long. It's been one team, the White Sox win, or who's been really messing me up is Florida, because Florida been winning. Florida been like on an 8-game winning streak.
They on fire.
And I done had Florida in a lot of these parlays, and they've been like the no cigar. So I've been taking it on the chin with Florida. I got to lay off Florida. I really been doing too much at the end of the day because we bet winners to win, losers to lose. And my two teams all season been Colorado and the White Sox, but it's like I've been trying to get it all back at once and haven't been patient. And I've been adding more teams, taking it from a 2-teamer to a 5-teamer, and you know what I mean? It ain't been working out. One of those teams been coming up short for me, so I'm going back to the basics. I'm going back to the money lines and the -1.5 for Colorado and the White Sox, and I'm just going back to putting those two teams together and seeing what happened. Actually, too, I've been using AI to compute because you know I'm a guts guy.
Shout out to Paul, shout out to Paul.
Yeah, shout out Paul. Shout out my homie Paul's, man. You know Facebook group. Y'all know about Paul's. Cash Out Brothers, y'all know about Paul's. Man, he be giving us the information. You know, he tell us who the best pitchers is. He tell us who the worst pitchers is. So it's helping us predict the overs and unders and the strikeouts and all that. So it's giving me good awareness, and I'm going into games with a lot more. I'm going into picking my teams, picking my bets with a lot more information more than I normally have because I'm a gut guy. I'm not really an analytics guy because I never really had anything to calculate the analytics. So now that I got something to bounce my questions off of and they can compute it back to me, I know what I'm looking for, you know what I mean? I get the answers. It's making me a better. That's why I know that I gotta start back to hitting my layups, you know what I mean? It's like with a shooter, you're a three-point shooter, you just can't go out there shooting James. You gotta hit a free throw, gotta hit a layup, gotta go to the hole. You know, I heard that come out as we talk like, man, I can't just go out here shooting James. I gotta go to the hole, get a layup, get a foul. I gotta get in the game, and that's what AI doing, you know. That's what I gotta be doing with these White Sox, you know, and these Colorado Rockies. I gotta start back taking my singles and making it happen. But so that's where I'm at with the Metaverse. But I really want to talk about this story, G. I want to ask you a question about Malik Beasley and how do you feel? Because, you know, we gambling, bro. Like, it's serious for us. Like, we gambling. It's bill money sometimes. Sometimes it's not bill money. You know what I mean? It's real deal. We making flips and making it happen. But sometimes we just gambling bill money. But either way, when you see a player like this in the news under investigation, like the homie Porter from Toronto, who's under investigation, the homie from Miami, what's his name? The guard from Miami.
Otto Porter?
No, the guard from Miami. He came from Charlotte to Miami. He was under investigation. Terry, you know what I mean? His name not Terry, whatever. But when you see players under investigation for gambling or point shaving or whatever they're doing, like, how you feel about it as a better? What it make you feel like, bro?
I mean, it's just what we already knew, you know. I just feel like that's just another person that just got popped off out of all the players that's in the league. You know, I believe it's at least 25% of them that's doing this. You know, I mean,
one out of every 4 players.
One out of every 4 players. That's a guarantee. You know, now we don't have no allegations on no one yet, but you know, when they keep popping up like this, I feel like it's more to come. But they feel slick with it because guess what? You don't have to gamble on your own phone. You can actually. Somebody else can be doing it. You can put that in right there. There's a lot of ways you can do it. So I feel like, you know, if you're out there, you actually can predict something. Why not if you have to make X, Y, and Z amount of dollars on something? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you don't got a contract like everybody don't got LeBron James contract. Shea Gilchrist Alexander
$71 million
contract. You know, some people that's out the league and they ain't getting that many minutes. But when they find out they on a ticket, and you know you're not getting that many minutes like that. I can see them, all right, I'm gonna give me $100K right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, also missing a couple of free throws or, you know, shaving here and there. So it's I'm not surprised, you know. It's not like, oh my God, this dude is you know, just like anybody else, you see it it's on a commercial, it's on TV. Even if you don't even go into the application, they give it to you on TV with your ideas and all that type of stuff on every platform. Right. Whether it's on podcasts or, you know, just a sport and gambling site. So I'm not surprised. You know, I think he should get penalized if he really get popped off, but it's nothing really new to me, you know.
Yeah, okay. That's so you feel like it's nothing new, no, okay. I get it. Me, I feel like, man, you know, if I ask myself that same question, how I feel about when I see a player like this, man, I just feel like when something like this happens, man, I think we should get accredited because whether he found guilty or not, it's not like this is a class action lawsuit. So, you know, I feel like, man, if the owners and the creators, everybody who run these sites, the NBA, the NFL, when it's a player that's been accused of gambling or something, we gotta get some type of reconciliation. We gotta get some type of bonus. I don't think they taking it seriously enough for the people who out here gambling. And That's us, man. We out here gambling, so we gotta come up with something. America, we gotta stand together on this, man. Because at the end of the day, it's all fun, games, and entertainment. But nobody likes to be cheated, you know. And FanDuel, man, they must have top. They must top tier. And this type of activity, man, is feeling a little shady. And it wasn't so much fun. Might have to let it go. So a lot of people who like, man, a lot of y'all guys out there who saying that, man, I don't be gambling, man, I understand why, bro, because at the end of the day, it's still not a fair exchange or a fair shake. So that's how I feel about it. I feel like we need some type of conversation. We need some type of reconciliation. But even if it's just an assumption that ain't being accused, it's allegations, it's not proven, but I still feel like they gotta compensate us. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for I can't even get the words out because we a little off the rocks, you know what I mean? But I'm not asking for that. Y'all know the word I'm talking about. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying that, man, y'all should accommodate us somehow, some way. You know what I mean? With that being said, bro, shout outs.
Hey, man, we got a shout out to my man from the ATL. We from Chicago. We're down at ATL. We on Fire podcast spot.
T-Knock. We on Fire Sports, the spot, baby. We on Fire podcast, the spot. We on Fire Sports at YouTube. Shout it out, man. I want to shout out my homie, Omar. You know what I mean? Omar, Old Millie, Old Head Podcast Sports. They just had the old heads versus the young heads in the game out there. Young guys did their thing again and won. So shout out Old Millie for keeping it going out there. That was a nice event. They had everybody out, so I want to shout him out. Keep coming with it, man. Y'all know what it is. He got a one-on-one thing coming up in August. King of the Hill one-on-one tournament. Shout out Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson for inspiring these one-on-one competitions. But I want to shout out Old Head Podcast.
Hey, man, we got to shout out editor Joe Five Nines, our producer, man. Orchestration, EJ Beach show. EJ Beach, he tripping. And, you know, he hold it down for us, man, making sure our stuff sound good, look good when we put that boy in the audio version. So shout out to the orchestration. Yeah, shout out orchestration, bringing our audio to life and making it sound right. Gotta shout him out, man, you know, because he been holding us down on the pod this whole season, last season, this season. So, man, we be almost 2 seasons in, bro. So definitely want to shout him out. I want to shout out my homie, Chris with First Class Limousine Service. Gotta shout him out. He gonna start providing us the ride. So if y'all get that full package for the orchestration, you know what I mean? He might be the person who doing the shuttle, who doing the transfer, who doing the charter. He got the nice whips. And man, it's a good partnership to have, so I want to shout out my bro. We just plugged back together the real way, making it happen, so I got to shout him out on the show, make sure we doing it right the right way. Yes, sir, man. And if there's any other small business out there, man, we gonna continue to keep showing love to these to our minorities out here.
Nappy Roots, gotta shout out my Nappy Roots too.
Hey, shout out to Dark Room out there, you know, who's doing this thing still, you know, holding it down for us, man.
Yeah, Dark Room Poker, yes.
Small World, you know, he was just out there in Barcelona. Doing his thing out there, kicking with the little young surveillance out there.
Yeah, he had Lou, he bumped into Lou Pinellas out there from Fox. So yeah, shout out to Alan, man, holding us down. Can't wait to get you on the podcast, talk about the trip, talk about this poker room, man, this dark room poker club. It's been a minute, you know, we got a few people who probably raised up the ranks, a few people who done fell off, so good call on that. He shout them out for sure.
And man, we also gotta show love to Brown Thorough Clean Delivery and Repair, man. Where we always repairing, doing anything y'all need to where you need things fixing the house, so whether it's a sink, it's a tub, you need the door fixed, you need the patios done, you know, you need the carpentry, anything. Brown Thorough Clean Delivery and Repair.
Yeah,
but that's our first sponsor.
Yeah, definitely gotta shout us out, man. We keeping it home strong. And y'all know what it is, bro. We ain't gonna keep y'all all day. It's another good episode, man. It's the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast. Like, subscribe, share this content, support this content. We on the move till next time. Peace.
Stay shit.
Great shit.
The Weekly Dog Sports Betting Podcast.